All right, my friends, it's time for another Sunday night virtual open mic hosted by your pal and mine, Dave Hampton. Dave, thank you so much for doing this. I always say it because it's always true. Really appreciate that. This is Bob Dylan's 80th birthday weekend. As he turns 80 on Monday. Can you believe that? 80 years old. I've got this Peanuts cartoon that I saved, and it shows Linus and Charlie Brown sitting on the sort of contemplation wall there, and Linus says to Charlie Brown, Bob Dylan turns 30 years old this month. And then there's a pause, and then Charlie Brown looks at Linus, and then he says, that's the most depressing thing I've ever heard. Remember that? Don't trust anyone over 30? Well, Bob's 80, and he's been kicking ass ever since. So I got my Bob Dylan t-shirt. I'm not going to be playing any Bob Dylan songs tonight because I've been recording several of them this month as part of my tribute to Bob. We're doing a virtual open mic, which would be tomorrow night, Monday night, hosted by Chris Pereira on Facebook. I got a submission to that, and I recorded a couple of other Dylan tunes lately. Actually, a few Dylan tunes lately that are on my YouTube channel or on my Facebook. So let's get on with our pregame here really quickly. I'm gonna light a little incense. The good stuff. And we got our Dylan light. Oh yeah. We got our Dylan double barrel whiskey. Not much of a drinker, but when I do drink, I prefer Bob Dylan's double barrel whiskey. I've got 3 new songs tonight, so this is going new school. New school vapor pipe. Tangy, it's called. It tastes like a tangerine. All right. Let us proceed. Okay. We got 3 new tunes tonight. They're all a little sketchy. They're in the process of being firmed up and finished. So I always like to play them in front of people as soon as I can. As soon as they're almost done, I get them out in front of people, in which case virtual people, you guys. Because, something just kind of firms up in the song, and I get ideas, and I just kind of, it's still malleable. It's not quite set, so I get it in front of people, play it out, and it gets a little better. So you are partly guinea pigs and partly friends. All right. This here song's called The Gospel of Connection. I came late to the gospel of connection, but baby, I'm a minister now. Everything is everything's reflection. It just took me a while to find out. I was too busy protecting my ego to look you in the eye. Everything's reflection. I am yours, and you are mine. You look in the mirror, the mirror's looking at you. You look in the mirror, the mirror's looking at you. We can fight ourselves forever, and we're still gonna lose. is everything's reflection. It is time to sign a truce. Sometimes we just have to step out of the mirror. Sometimes we just have to step out of the moment, 'cause the moment's too much. But everything is everything's reflection, and there is no escape from love. It will find us where we're hiding and drag us towards the light. Everything is everything's reflection. Now who you gonna fight? You look in the mirror, the mirror's looking at you. You look in the mirror, the mirror's looking at you. You can fight yourself forever, and you're still gonna lose. Everything is everything's reflection. It is time to sign a truce. I came late to the gospel of connection, but baby, I'm a minister now. Everything is everything's reflection. I'm just here to remind you how it was not your fault what happened. The faults are intertwined. Everything is everything's reflection. I am yours, and you are mine. I look in the mirror, the mirror's looking at me. I look in the mirror, the mirror's looking at me. I can fight myself forever and not change what I see. Everything is everything's reflection. It is time to let that be. You look in the mirror, the mirror's looking at you. You look in the mirror, the mirror's looking at you. We can fight ourselves forever, and we're still gonna lose. Everything is everything's reflection. It is time to sign a truce. Whew, that was an interesting ride. Got about 80% of it. So I'm still working on it, learning things all the time as I go, as is my habit. All right. Now here comes the title song of my next album. Close enough. A little tricky when you capo up to 9. This is one of these rare songs where I had the title before I had the song, and I even had I knew the title was going to be the name of the next album, but I still didn't have the song. So I don't know. Weird one. Here we go. I think you can guess the title. Who comes to me when I call? Who's a good dog? Who's a good dog? Who sits by me when I fall? Who's a good dog? Who is always up for fun? Who's a good dog? Who's a good dog? Who likes running in the sun? Who's a good dog? Who is loyal? Who is true? Who makes every day brand new? Who would like a bone to chew? Who's a good dog? Who don't cry when he's alone? Who's a good dog? Who's a good dog? When I'm high, who gets me home? Who's a good dog? Who is smarter than a cat? Who's a good dog? Who's a good dog? Who knows where that squirrel's at? Who's a good dog? Who has always got my back? Made me leader of the pack. Doesn't mind the things I lack. Who's a good dog? Who will love me till the end? Who's a good dog? Who's a good dog? Who will always be my friend? Who's a good dog? Who protects me without fear? Who likes to scratch behind the ear? Who is never insincere? Who's a good dog? Who comes to me when I call? Who's a good dog? Who's a good dog? Who just loves to chase that ball? Who's a good dog? Who's a good dog? Who's a good dog? Still resonating. All right. One more song. Thank you for indulging me these new ones that I'm still figuring out. Oh, this one's a killer. All right. Let's see. Still working out the timing. The rhythm. Could have thought it over. Could have slept on it. But I slept with her, and that was it. So many things I could have slept on, but now we're easy But she took the hesitation. She took the hesitation out of me. So many forks, so many roads, a whole drawer full of forks that I could have chose. So many roads I could have chose. That now are easy to see. But she took the hesitation. She took the hesitation out of me. I could have looked at my hands. I could have looked at the sky. Could have looked at anything instead of those eyes. So many things I could have looked at that now are easy to see. But she took the hesitation. She took the hesitation out of me. Could have listened to fear, I could have listened to doubt, but I listened to her till I passed out. So many things I could have listened to that now are easy to see. But she took the hesitation. She took the hesitation out of me. If I had been wiser, I might have let her go. But I did not know what I did not know. So many things I could have known that now are easy to see. But she took the hesitation. She took the hesitation out of me. She took the hesitation. She took the hesitation out of me. All right, there you have it. 3 new ones. Happy birthday, Bob Dylan. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, everybody else, for coming to the open mic and playing the songs. We got your regulars, like your Avrams and your Mannies and your Darren Waynes and your Iffers and your Steve Petrovics. And you got your occasionals, your Jeff Savages and your Robert Doctors and your people that come sometimes and do a set. So it's always a little interesting on Sunday night on Open Mic hosted by Dave Hampton's Facebook page. Thanks, everybody. Looking forward to seeing what you guys do. Breathe deep. Take good care of yourself because I want to see every one of you and you and you and you on the other side.